Live from KTUL Tulsa. You're watching Good Day Tulsa.
And after the break, we're going to be joined by our favorite celebrity historian as he joins us for Mani-Pedi Day. Those are not my hairy feet, by the way. So we will be right back. Well, today is National Mani-Pedi Day, and there's no better way to celebrate than by getting your nails done.
Yeah, rather than just chewing them off like I do. Joining us here to show off his own mani-pedi and share more, celebrity historian Raffi Andonian.
He puts the man in mani-pedi.
He does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Got to be the best looking celebrity historian you've ever met.
I would agree. I did say that there's something a little disarming about hair on your hands and pink nails, but you know, hey, you do you, boo. All right,
I mean, listen, you got to get pampered. Like Kyle was saying, you got to get your pamper on.
All right, so there's an actual day to celebrate mani-pedis, but you said this isn't something that just women have done.
It's not. It's historic. This goes back thousands of years. So you go back, for example, kind of in India and China is where the origins are. We don't know exactly, but about 5,000 years ago. And what you have in India is they would use henna as a way to kind of color their nails.
Okay.
In China, what happens over the course of thousands of years is they develop ways to use plant dyes, they use wax, and even egg whites to make it shiny. Now, you thought egg whites were for pumping iron, but it's not just for pumping iron. It's for your nails, too.
Makes a nice meringue.
It does.
Make
It
a
kind
great
of travels across the world over time. So, for example, it goes to ancient Babylon. In Babylon, men would wear it, and they would wear it to kind of signify status, but they would not put the colors we would put on. They would use what's called kohl, which is K-O-H-L, so not the stuff that we burn for fuel, but actually a lead-based material. So for them, they would use black on there to kind of look, to do status. And if you were lower status, you might do green. My favorites, though, are the ancient Egyptians. You know why?
Why?
In ancient Egypt, if you're a man of status and high wealth, all right?
Oh, my.
Okay. My man showed up.
This is how you're gonna wear colorful, bold colors, unlike the folks in Babylon who are wearing black. I don't like that. I like the bold colors, you know, between the bow tie and the nails. That's what I like. And what they did was they had to have multiple different colors and layers for signifying different social status tiers, including all the way down to slaves. Can you believe that? So all these different, so the fingernail color could mean something. When it changes to women is when you have pharaohs that are women, such as, of course, later eventually you have Queen Nefertiti, you have Cleopatra. They start to use bold colors on them, and now you start to have women getting in on the action, too.
So we horned in, so we were the interlopers
Yes,
on this?
you were interlopers. Can you believe that?
Man.
Give me my rib back, please.
I need my rib back.
I like the ancient Egypt stuff, 'cause I want to be styling. That's what I like. You know, this is what I want.
You are definitely styling and profiling.
All right, so now I have to be honest. I was telling you earlier, my father had hip replacement, and I said, before you go in the hospital to have that done, you've got to have your toenails done. I mean, it was a sight. And I made him go, and now he likes going. He actually likes this. He's like, well, they can dig that stuff out of there that I don't have to do. He doesn't have to bend. It is something pampering for...
You should never. Well, at least they can dig that stuff out of my toes. I can't get it. Plus, you got that one that's just parallel to your kneecap, just sticking straight up there. That ain't. It's yellow and whatnot.
So you know,
like it's a smoker's toe.
No wonder he put color on it, because they're digging stuff out. I want to cover up with it. Just to dig it out.
Wow.
My dad's going to murder me for this.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you one thing more recently that's really interesting, that's kind of funny about the kind of stuff we put on there and digging stuff out. So starting in the 1920s, they started to use car paint on nails. And that really takes up the shine level, but it was still actually for people of status. It's not till later in the 1930s and 40s, as Revlon gets it more, let's say, mass-produced and in drugstores, that it becomes something that even regular folks, even during the Depression, could do an acceptable luxury. So it kind of becomes something more common, and especially to be able to do it at home. So it changes from something of the pharaohs and the kings over to the common folks, and it spreads with the car paint.
We can all do. Amazing stuff. This is why we like having Raffi on here.
No longer look like a Buick. Now you can get it at Revco. That works out good. For more information on Raffi Andonian, the celebrity historian, just visit his website at celebrityhistorian.com.